Hi everyone, it's Mike Celestino from Inside the Magic, and I want to tell you about a Halloween maze in Pomona, California, called Into the Black. I went to a media preview of Into the Black over the weekend, and I was really impressed by it because it kind of runs counter to a lot of the changes and evolutions that have been happening in the Halloween attraction industry over the last few years, and it kind of brings things back to the basics of what you would expect from a Halloween attraction. It's a really straightforward maze, and the production design is really, really great, and the costumes are really, really impressive. The unique thing about Into the Black that I was taken aback by was that they send each guest through alone, and that amplified the creepiness level of being there in the maze, and it amplified the scares as well. Every time a creature would jump out at me, I was genuinely frightened, which doesn't happen to me very often anymore at this kind of Halloween themed maze, because I've been through so many of them, and it's just cool that they space out the times between when guests enter the maze, and this way there's no one in front of you, there's no one behind you. It's kind of up to you how fast you want to go through the maze. You can walk at an accelerated pace, or you can kind of take your time, and there are points where you're not going to want to turn the corner because you might hear a sound coming from ahead of you. There are times when you hear footsteps coming up from behind you, and this may be the way that they kind of manage the speed that people are going through this thing. That was my guess, but it's still very, very effective and very frightening. Again, I was very impressed with how this maze was put together and just the design of the whole thing. There was also an added VR element that you can do kind of separately. That I didn't love that much. I thought that was kind of superfluous to the overall experience. But if you can get out to the Pomona Fairplex where this is being hosted and check out Into the Black, again, it's a very simple, straightforward maze, but it's really long. It takes a little while to complete. And it's really, really cool and scary, and that's what Halloween is all about. So definitely recommended. And thanks so much for watching. This is Mike from Inside the Magic. Happy Halloween.